For centuries, they've been the beating heart of rural Britain, where farmers and craftspeople gather, where communities connect and identity is forged. Yes, boys and girls, that's right. I'm talking about the market town. So today, we're in the truly picturesque market town of Saffron Walden near Cambridge, as we rip into this cultural norm, finding out why it's so important to the UK, and more specifically about Saffron Walden market, how it has survived a mere 900 years. Let's skedaddle. The concept of the market was formalised by the Normans. After their conquest in 1066, William the Conqueror's administration began granting market charters. They're just royal permissions which allowed communities to hold regular markets. These weren't simply administrative decisions. They reflected the emerging economic reality across the country. And market towns were typically established 14 miles apart from each other. This was a distance that people were expected to reasonably walk to and from said market in a day. You know, the days where humans weren't lazy bastards. By the 13th century, there were over 2,000 markets across Britain. They became focal points where rural produce met urban demand, where news spread and local culture was distinguished through architecture, dialect and customs. So why do you think the idea of a local market town became as big as it did? Well, yes, there are numerous reasons, but I think the availability of local sacred goods had a huge part to play in it. Look at Lavenham in Suffolk. It's famous for its wool. Morden in Essex, known for salt, but something far more exotic puts Saffron Walden on the map. The saffron crocus plant. From way back in the 14th century was this delicate purple flower cultivated here, always harvested by skilled hands for use as dyes, medicines and even aphrodisiacs. The town's chalky soil and mild climate were perfect for the saffron crocus, and by the 1500s the saffron trade was booming, so much so that the town was named after it, hence Saffron Walden. You're a bit slow, aren't you? Formalised in 1514 by King Henry VIII's charter. However, sadly, all good things do come to an end, and by the late 1700s, cheaper imports meant the saffron boom came to an end. The town then pivoted to malt and barley, and by the end of that century, there were over 40 maltings in the town. In the present day, market towns do face new challenges, everything from rural depopulation to online shopping. So many traditional markets have dwindled in popularity, often struggling to find a new, rejuvenated purpose. However, I, for one, am a great believer in the old saying, evolve or be extinct. And Saffron Walden has well and truly grabbed the bull by the horns. Named the UK's best place to live in 2025 by the Sunday Times, Saffron Walden proves rural Britain is alive and kicking, with its market as vibrant as ever. Held every Tuesday and Saturday, it's been called one of Britain's best, with stalls offering everything from fresh produce to handmade crafts. Locals like celebrity chef Jamie Oliver shop here, drawn to its mix of tradition and quality. In this increasingly digital age, market towns remind us that people need physical spaces. You know, places where people meet and exchange not just goods, but ideas. This defines rural Britain. And as long as people do seek this connection with their neighbours and the land that surrounds them, I do believe that market towns will always have an important role to play in the United Kingdom and our culture, just as they have done for 1,000 years. So my mission for you, support local business, support local jobs, support local life. Do it. Thanks for watching.